Israel's new coalition government, a deal between Benjamin Netanyahu and Benny Gantz, means the possibility it will annex parts of the West Bank is now much more likely.
I now give the floor to Mr. Nicolai Maduro.
In a virtual session of the UN Security Council, the man in charge of Middle East peace efforts for the United Nations said that would be a disastrous step for peace in the region.
Mr. President, the dangerous prospect of annexation by Israel of parts of the occupied West Bank is a growing threat. If such a move were implemented, it would constitute a serious violation of international law, deal a devastating blow to the two-state solution, close the door to a renewal of negotiations, and threaten efforts to advance regional peace.
The Palestinian ambassador, Riyad Mansour, made it clear it was time for an international conference on the Middle East.
The international community must repudiate and demand a halt to all annexation measures. Do not fall prey to the pretext crafted by Israeli officials, now the excuse of the pandemic, to divert attention from these crimes.
His Israeli counterpart, Danny Danon, said while his country had been helping Palestinians during the COVID-19 outbreak, the response had been what he described as hate and anti-Semitic incitement. One Security Council member, the ambassador of Indonesia, told Al Jazeera in an interview that Israel shouldn't be contemplating illegal action at any time, but especially not during a pandemic.
It becomes a double jeopardy, meaning the issue of occupation, and there's also an issue of COVID pandemic. So I think the international community has to ensure that there are all the necessary assistance, the necessary humanitarian assistance, and also to ensure also that the occupying power complies with the many UN resolutions.
It's pretty clear among the Security Council the US is the only country that would not object to Israel annexing part of the West Bank. However, can the other members of the Security Council take any action to stop it? Well, the US is a permanent member, and almost certainly it would block any resolution using its veto power. James Bays, Al Jazeera, at the United Nations.